Hey guys, it's Mike with another Gilded Guardians video. This one's on my main account. We're going to do a quick update on where we're at. On the Guardian front, we have Tianlong still at level 160. We have gotten Drizzt up to 140. Epic characters on skills actually max out. Max at level 130. Legendary characters max out, what do we got here? At 170, 180. So they did recently just change your overall commander level to be able to go all the way to level 100. And by doing that, it makes your champions go up to level 220. So that is the current maximum, but it sounds like that probably will continue to get pushed back based on the town hall meeting, but it may not. That might just be the cap. Personally, I would like there to be a maximum for your champions so you can max somebody out and start working on somebody else. Currently, what I'm thinking is I want to max out their skill set. So for Tianlong, that's going to be level 180. For Drizzt, she's actually already there. And for Tushgrog, he's already there. And then Grizel, obviously 180 as well. And on down the line. But at the same point in time, there's still content that I cannot get through, so I need to bring my champions up so that they all can make it through the content. So with the gear, we do have him outfitted entirely tier 6 gear. It does take a lot of resources to get this gear, and it takes a lot to upgrade it. We're at level 4 on this. To upgrade this, we have 108 of these purple stones, do half of it. So it's going to cost over $1 million gold to upgrade this one level, and it's going to cost over 200 purple stones. I think probably around 30, maybe 40 gold stones. I'm not even entirely sure what that conversion rate is, but it does take quite a bit to move this gear forward. I do have an entire set outfitted of T6. There was a mention in the town hall meeting of T7 gear, so I don't know T6 is actually going to be the cap. It sounds like T7 is coming out, but for the time being, I'm going to keep working on the T6 gear, try to get all the gear sets to match, and then get my ideal matchup. So the ideal Drizzt would have attack boots, Tianlong would have attack boots, which he does, but they ideally would match him. They'd also be a 15%er. And then on down the line. So Tushgrog's actually looking pretty good with 3 of his pieces matching. Oh, that's only T5. I got work to do. But 2 of his pieces are matching, which is good. And then we're kind of moving on through. I have gotten Aquarius up to a level 132. I'm going to move her up to 140 just for survivability and healing effect. Get her attack rate higher, as her heals are based on attack. When I do get some more copies of Flix and have the ability to enlighten her, I will do so. This is a Flix Radiance level 2, and kind of move her on up the chart and see if I can get Radiance level 3. I do think from previous videos I've done that Flix might be a better fit for my team, but either way I do want to build her so I have her on deck, because if I do start working on a secondary team, I'm going to need a secondary healer. So using Aquarius and Flix would be the best way to go there. As we jump out to progression and adventure mode, we have completed the circle all the way through Chamber of Focus, the 3rd battle. We have not been able to do challenge 1. I think we just finished challenge 3 here yesterday, so I can now sweep challenge 3 on Warden's Way, but I have not beaten challenge. Looks like I might have beaten challenge 2 here, but I have not beaten challenge 3. So I need to work on that. And then challenge, I think, 2 and 3 here. I haven't even beat challenge 1 over here yet. So we're just trying to press our way through so I get all the challenges completed. But at this stage in the game, progress is slow. It takes a couple days before I actually get enough resources to improve my team enough to make a big difference. As we move into endless mode and look at that leaderboard, I am sitting at number 27. I have not run my two tickets today, so that would probably move me up a little bit. But what are we at? 27. Yeah, I should move up to probably right around, I get about 300,000. So that'll put me at 3.4. So probably right around 17th is about where I would be with this team, and that's using both tickets every day. I was able to play my main account when I was at the cabin and keep it current, but it took significantly longer. But I did have it on my mobile device, so it was a little bit easier. I could just kind of plug away when I had internet. So that worked out. But we are fighting Master. I have moved to Legendary, and I wasn't able to get to room 18. So there have been a couple gains on the account that may be time to start looking into this again, but it didn't seem to be a good fit yet. And the recommended level is 185. I don't have anybody there. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to hang on to Master for at least the rest of this cycle. And then when we move back up on the next cycle, try that Legendary again. I did have somebody in the comment section point out to me that in rush mode last time, Oxalis was actually immune to magic damage the entire time. I appreciate you for pointing that out to me. I have a bad habit of not reading things. I just like to play. But this here would mean that basically my Tianlong in those fights was borderline useless. So those are the things you kind of want to pay attention to with your team to see about putting in better results. And then they have these Focus Guardians, if you happen to have them, that could be doing a little more damage for you. And I think they get added perks. They add 5% bonus to your score for those champions. So that is kind of a cool thing as far as listening and paying attention to that. I am looking forward to Rush coming back in the next day, because we're going to start getting some Rush tokens again so that we can keep buying those soul stones in the shop, because that is a big win. And the guild, I get a question all the time if people can join my guild. I don't have my own guild. So I'm just a part of Divinity Guild. I think we're full at this point in time, but you can absolutely put an application to get into Divinity if you would like to. I think in the future I might try to actually start my own guild, and then I can invite people to come play. But at this point in this game, I'm actually free to play. I'm not paying money or spending anything in the game right now. I do intend to. Ideally, if the channel gets monetized, and I appreciate you guys for your support, I can actually reinvest that money into the game to bring better content and play with characters that are not in the game. But at this point in time right now, I'm going to keep the investment to a minimum, but I am going to start, I think, trying to get some GOG tokens and moving forward with buying some champs, selling some champs, but just on a smaller scale. So that's what we got going on there. Look at this. All my chests all my quests are all done, so we're going to claim all those before I forget. So that's good. Donate. Okay, good. I always want to make sure I donate and I go for that maximum every time. On my main account, I have plenty of rubies, and this number is accruing every day. So I'm going to go ahead and run my endless battle, and I'll bring you in as I start to struggle so you can see how the team is getting along. We're pressing on to room 32 here. We're starting to get a little bit more damage taken. With Tianlong, I have to be very careful with the reflection of magic damage because he hits so hard and he hits everybody. If I hit that reflection of magic, he just kills himself. So I have to avoid that basically at all costs. But you see Grizel struggling a little bit here, as well as Tuskrog. But we're making our way through. I did move Tianlong to the front instead of Grizel, and the reason for that is he actually has a pretty significant self-healing ability. So he can kind of keep himself alive up there, whereas Grizel, when she gets that initial damage out the gate, it puts a lot of stress on Aquyrus to keep her alive. So having Tianlong in the front seems to be a better fit for my team. And then obviously Tuskrog up there on the front line, so he just went down there. And we probably will make it through another room or two. Although if Tianlong goes down, I think it's over. But there you go. So you just saw his heal. He was down at a sliver, and then he just healed himself to full. As I go through these battles, what I'm really looking for is to get Tianlong. He is my damage dealer, so to get your Redeemers, your attack speed, your crit rate, and the Adept rune, all that stuff, get that up as fast as possible, because that's going to help me progress through these rooms faster, and the faster I can kill the enemy, the less damage accumulates on my team. And when you're trying to get deep into these runs, even a little bit of damage here and there as it accumulates becomes a problem. So Tianlong's down, so this is probably going to be about a wrap. We might be able to get through this room here just because Drizda's got a little power behind her as well. So we made it through that last room, just squeaked it out. I'm pretty sure Dariz is going down in a blaze of glory right here. But we did get those 309,000 points to help us with the leaderboard. And then we do have another ticket to run, so we can run that back and see if we do better. So that's about what I got for you on the main account today. Just wanted to give you a quick update as we are making some progress and doing some things. So I really appreciate you spending the time with me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.